And I know you're good now, but how difficult was it to go through the entire process that put you here in Philadelphia?
Sucked. Hated it. Like I said, I'm thankful for the opportunity and where I'm at right now, but for two reasons. It's like, one, this is gonna sound like corny, but I always knew the game was a business and how crazy a business it was, but like it took for like me to be in it. Like I watch how they did like I watch how they did this person, but like it wasn't like, it never happened to me yet. So it was like, I always was aware of it, but it didn't hit me till it was like, damn. And then when you hit that feeling, because when you actually play the game for like the passion and love of it, like I'm a little kid sit out there. And then when you hear that, you like, damn, like it kind of kills like the spirit of that little kid in you that's like been doing this for a long time. And then it hurt because like I really, 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 really wanted to win in New York. Like there's nothing else that I wanted to do. I used to talk about it all the time. I used to try to manifest it. I dreamt about it. It's something I want to do. Like I want to be part of that team to bring, that glory back to New York. And then I feel like that 1 year, we finally had it, and then it kind of didn't go the way, negotiation didn't go the way I would have liked or whatever. And then you have to move on. So the moving on part is like, all right, it was hard because of like, I truly wanted to be in this place. Like I wanted to be that guy. Like I talked to you, like I wanted the Michael Strahan and, even Tiki, like be at one place for your whole career, Ring of Honor and all that good stuff. But I'm a fool for thinking that. It's like, that's, the percentage of people that happen to is so small in this league. Like there's guys I'm on my team right now that's been part of 8 teams. So it's like, I'm still blessed and fortunate enough to be in the NFL, to play the game that I love after going through injuries and a devastating knee injury. And I'm still playing at a high level, and I know I still had it. So it's like, for me to move on from that part sucked. And then that's when I got to give like kudos to, my fiance, to my boys, to my mom, my dad. Like they all had my back in that moment. So they made this transition so smooth. And then the love from Philly, like when I got here, it was like, the love that I got, it was like, hey, you part of us, you one of us, come on. And you know what? The same passion I had when I was in New York is coming right here with me. And I'm gonna go out there and give my all every single time to try to show the city what's up.
The adversity, so you had the knee injury.
Yeah.
And then you had to come back from that. Like you said, you came back, played again in New York, balled out. We played 14 games. You did your thing. Everybody saw you could play again. But then you just talked about the business side of it. So you had the injury to bounce back from, but then you had the emotional drop of this is a business. Which part motivated you more?
What part motivated me more? Probably the knee injury, but what part was harder? Definitely the business side. I would say definitely the business side. It got to a point where it's just messy, bro. Like the business side is so messy, and then it comes like high school drama. Like you see reports out there, like there's reports that are like Saquon Barkley turned this down, and then I'm like, well, if I didn't say it and my agent didn't say it, who do you think it came from? And then they're in there, it's like, well, it didn't come for us. I think so. Me and you have a conversation, right? And I leave this room, and he goes on Twitter and says something that I said. Who you think said it?
Right.
If I didn't tell him that story, you know what I mean? So it's like, they're like, all right, well, he turned this down. I'm like, all right, yeah. They're like, the numbers, and like, they never gonna tell the whole story, right? It's gonna make it sound good and whatever. But the numbers wasn't what it needed to be. And I was just like, all right, I would say I wanna be a Giant for life. The owner told me that he wants me to be a Giant for life. Y'all saying I wanna be a Giant for life. Give me something that matches up. And then the offers that they were giving me really didn't make any sense. And it was only a 2-year deal, which I'm like, okay, I get it, because then DJ basically just signed a 2-year deal. So I'm like, you want to tie us in? And I'm like, I'm with that, but the money that they didn't even give me, I was better off taking the tag twice when the first offer they have. Like people don't see it that way. And like the Hard Knocks show, like didn't show all the juicy stuff. It just made it seem juicy, but like in reality, like me and Joe had one conversation. And the conversation that we had was the one that we see on the phone. Like the whole time they're telling me like, oh, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna hit you up, talk to your agent, give you something by combine. Nothing comes by combine. So they called me. That clip you see me answering the phone is the day of the tag. My last time I like talked to him on the day of the tag, like they signed DJ at 3:55 and then called me at 3:57. It was like, you're tagged. And I'm like, all right, okay, boom, 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 boom. But this time I'm like, I haven't talked to any of those guys from that whole point, I talked to Dave one time before, and Dave called me and was like, so, like, are you coming back? And I'm like, how am I gonna come back? Like, you guys didn't send me nothing. And he's like, well, that's not. And I got nothing but love with Dave. And he's like, that's not me. And I'm like, all right, I understand that, but it's like, why ask me that question when like there's nothing there? And then the conversation that everyone see, I'm really like, I guess people don't like my tone or anything. I really, really, really should have handled that completely different. But again, shout out to my agent. He was just like, keep it short and sweet. But like, they really tried me low key, and they know they were on camera. Like looking back in it, like you know you're on camera, and like he was laughing when he was doing it. He really set me up to be able so I can act a different way, and I didn't. I just stood true to myself, and I was like, I told you where I want to be. And no, it is what it is. But when you come back, like, I should have said something crazy. But I was just like, I told you where I want to be. Thank God, because like, I said, like, they were filming me.
Because now they could put out it could be a perception of you just from that one moment.
But no one knows the build up, right? Like everyone think we having a conversation. And it's like, no, I haven't had a conversation with any of them besides Dave, up until that moment. And the last game, we was out by the last game. So this is January. That phone call is March? Yeah. And like, so I had a lot of emotions build up in me, but they thought I was gonna hit the open market and not really get what I want, and probably come back crawling. And my agent killed it, and he told me, don't worry, like, I got you, just put your trust in me. And I just sat back and just stood quiet, and he went out there and went to work for me and got me the deal that I have.
And that was one of those fuck around and find out moments.